let's go back to the folder structure. Then I have this main document here where I save some information about the clients and I take some notes and so on. So here, contact, okay, what is wrong with this? Okay, this, okay. So when I come here, there's a template that I made. It was saying bookmark not defined, so you have to make sure you either click and update field or you select it and you press F9, then it updates. So I have client profile ID, right? I have some notes about the file here. And here is the tricky part on how to embed objects, right? So first you need to create this file, and you cannot ever update field. You just create your template and you don't update field. Otherwise, this portion here where you have file name and the path, and you're breaking the file name and just keeping the path, Word is going to, whenever you save, Word is going to convert this to an absolute path. And it doesn't work anyway unless you do this here. And I cannot explain why or how this works. If someone can tell me why, because Word is supposed to work with relative paths by default, you please let me know. So what you need to do is you change the file properties and you add 2 backward slashes and 2 periods. So you go here, file, and then you go here on info, right? Then you go here under properties, and in the hyperlink base, you add the 2 backward slashes and 2 periods, and you save this file, right? Save, okay. Now all you need to do is you need to create the same structure as always, but first, to get the syntax or to show you where this came from, if you want to do it the other way, right, you have to go here under Insert, Object, right, so it's click Object, not text from file. Then you create one file, you browse to the file you want, and in this case, I wanted from my template folder it to go to some Excel sheets that I have, right, and I wanted the one old. Okay, then you click link to file. So this is the regular syntax. It shows you the absolute folder, and you don't want that. You want a relative folder, right? So you want to delete everything here, right? And you don't need the rest. So what you need to do is, remember, you cannot create just curly brackets and expect it to work. You need to create a field. So you either do Control F9 or you go to Insert, Quick Parts field and file name. So you go here under the file name. You need to keep the quotes. So you do the same thing as we used to do, or as we did before, right? So I'm going to copy this into here, right? So once again, this is telling Word to forget about the name of this file here, which is main.docx, and then you go to this subfolder, Excel, and then you go and open the file, one old Excel X, right? So don't click here and update the field because it's going to update to an absolute path. Fix that one, okay? And now I want a new structure here for the client, and I'm going to path. What's going on? I'm going to create a path here. So yeah, okay. I need to break the file name. Okay, go to folder Excel and open that file, and I don't need the rest. I don't even know why it adds the rest. Okay, now you click save, right? Then it is going to look like it's broken, Don't worry about it. When you open the file, it looks like it's going to be broken when you use this as a template. But I'm going to show you it works, right? So this is how it's supposed to look like. So let me save it now. Okay. And after you update this, okay, so this is the correct file. If you double click, it's going to take you to the right place, right? It's going to update. But anyway, this is how you update the link. It is updating. See, it updated. It's pointing to the right folder and it's pointing to the right file. And if you double click and you go there and you add something, so this is something new. Let me highlight this, save, okay, right? And then I'm going to update link here. It should show the thing I added in the real file here. Okay, so this is called a link. So you see, when I updated the link, it changed from the relative paths to the absolute paths, right? So this is what you don't want in your template, right? So I'm gonna close this and I'm not gonna save. So let me open this again, just to make sure it was still as I want it in the template. It probably screwed up somewhere, so let's do it again. All I need to do is you copy and paste this here, copy and paste this here. Okay, so let's fast forward to the solution. It turns out that this Microsoft version here is saving everything on close, even though, so you have to go here under, let me see if I saved a screenshot here. All right, so it should be around here under the files, update links on save, right? So you can mess with this option here, but it didn't work for me. And also the other option here is update links at open, right? So it would be under advanced and then general, right? So even though I check and check, it's not working. So the workaround that I found here, and another curious thing is how it's working somehow, is this. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna, let's start over again, right? So let's go here. You're gonna break it and you're gonna trick Excel into not updating the file. Your files are saved, right? So here I have old linked file. Okay, so I'm going to modify it all the way to here. I am going to break it to not go to the file, just get the path. And I don't even know if this is necessary. I never use it. Then I'm going to do the same thing, pointing to the other file. And I'm going to save it. And I'm just going to show you that it is going to do what it did before, changing to an absolute path, even though I changed the options, and this is not what I want. Okay, so now let's do the trick. Go figure why it worked. I think it gets some information gets saved somehow. This is okay, this here. Okay, so I'm gonna break this by leaving an extra space here, right? And same thing here. Okay. Extra space to break everything and save. So without updating it, Excel is gonna think it's still right. Okay, so that's saved before updating it. So if I do a Control A, select everything, and update field, it will update everything. And it's checking for all the links. And it's going to tell me that this is not a valid link, right? So here's the trick. Now that you have this, okay, you fix it and you save it, but you don't update it. You just close it, okay? Now I have finally my template folder, which I'm going to copy and paste, put it here. And this is my client, Joe Doe 2024, okay? And I'm going to open it. And because the link was broken, Excel was not saving it on exit. And it looks like this is what it's doing now on MS 365. So I'm going to just check the field here. So all you have to do, this is not very user friendly, but finally it's a solution that works. If you update the field, it will update to the relative path that you want. And with that, you can also do things like, I have a replacement file here that I don't know, let's say I'm gonna download it from a web page, and I'm going to, let's pretend I'm saving this and overwriting the file called 2.new, right? And I'm going here and I'm going to refresh this. Please work. There you go. So this file replaced the previous, and as you can see, the link is working. So there you go. You have some crazy workarounds to finally make link work with relative paths. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I know it's a very specific solution, and everything came from a website. Let me give credit to this guy. It's not the solution he gave, but I could find a solution later based on what he told me, on what was on the website. And it's someone called Macropod on the website msofficeforums.com. And the title of this web page is, let's see if I can Google it. Pod Word fields and connected kernel files. This is the one. Okay, so this is what Macropod says. And as you can see in the end here, there is a workaround. I don't know how old this is, but he is basically saying that you can do this with database, include picture, include text, RD, and hyperlink fields, but not link fields. So there we go. We found some workaround for this for a crazy solution for this problem. And I am going to leave the link in the video description below so you can follow the steps for some basic solutions. And if you need a workaround because you think this is charming and it somehow helps you at work using link instead of hyperlink, then I hope it helps you, and it's going to be really helpful for me. So please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe. Perhaps one day I'll be able to monetize this channel, which is a mixture of gaming and funny stuff and, things that I find helpful over the internet, or solutions that I think I am the only one who found it, or I'm the only author. So thank you very much.